Hi, rising sophomores and parents. We wanted to post this video to give you a little bit of information about the course request process. So I will go ahead and get started with that. Before we start the process on filling out the course request sheet, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about the credits that you already have and what you need, because that's the best way for you to choose the correct classes for next school year. So the counselors were in English classes um, a couple weeks ago explaining the transcript evaluation process. So if you missed that, or if you still have questions about that, we have posted a video on our HootTube channel on YouTube. So please go check that out. It's called the Transcript Evaluation Explanation, and that will help you see your current credits and what you already have earned towards graduation. So I also wanted to post the graduation requirements really quickly. I'm not going to walk through these, but you can see them on the screen. And just by the time you finish your senior year, you have to have met all of these requirements. The one that seems to be the most confusing is the last one that says the 3 credits in an elective focus. As you know, every student will be taking several elective classes throughout their high school career. So we just have to make sure that 3 of those electives are related, or I like to call them in the same family. And so what I mean by that is we offer several different focus areas of study, and you can see those on your screen. So by the time you graduate, you must have 3 electives in any one of these categories. And so it usually happens anyway because students choose classes that interest them, and they're usually in the same focus area anyway. So you'll be hearing more and more about this as you continue on through high school, but I just wanted to put it out there for you so that you could see the categories that we have, and you'll see those same categories on our course request sheet as we go through the process. I wanted to remind you also of your counselor's email address. So if you have questions about anything, please feel free to shoot us an email and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. You can see that also if you're part of the IB Future Ready Institute, Ms. Hitchcock's email is there. She partners with us to make sure that you're getting the correct classes. And if you're part of the Harrison Bay Future Ready Institutes, you see Ms. Hull's email there as well, as she partners with us to make sure we're getting you all that you need. So I want to tell you where to find the course request form. It is on the OHS website on the front page under the OHS Rising Sophomore Course Request Information. And then there will be 2 Google Forms. One will be for the Rising Sophomore, and one will be for a rising sophomore going to Harrison Bay. So every sophomore needs to fill out one or the other of those course request forms. So I want to walk you through the process here. So I'm going to go to the form, and please make sure you read through each section carefully. Notice that it says course selections are final, so please choose carefully as you are choosing these. You will start by putting in your last name, and then you will go put in your first name, and then we ask for a phone number. Again, this phone number can be a parent phone number, it can be a home phone number, or it can be a student phone number. We just want to be able to get in touch with you over the summer while we are trying to work on schedules. So that's why we ask for a phone number. The next question says, are you a member of the Future Ready Institute of International Baccalaureate Studies? So if you're part of the IB Future Ready Institute, you would check yes here. If you're not, check no. It's just a way for us to keep up with what classes you need to be in. So let's start with English. You have to choose one English class. We have a couple of options here. We have our standard English 10 or English 2. We have our honors English 2. So this is just a little bit more advanced rigor than the standard English class. Or we have our English 2 honors paired with our AP European History. This class runs all year long. And this, if you are part of the IB Future Ready Institute, you need to make sure and choose this class. And then if you're an English as a second language student, you will choose ESL as your English selection. We have other here. If you failed English 9 and did not do credit recovery for that, you can choose the other box and type in your course right here. Let's move on to math. Most sophomores will be choosing geometry. If you failed Algebra 1 and you know you need to retake it, you can choose Algebra 1, and then you can also choose Geometry. This Geometry Part A and B runs all year long. It's just a better way for you to get meet all the standards and have additional time to do that. Our Geometry Honors class still meets the same standards, but it goes at a faster pace, and it is only one semester. If you have already taken Algebra 1 and Geometry, you will want to choose Algebra 2. And we have a standard Algebra 2 or an Honors Algebra 2. And then Honors Pre-Cal if you choose to do so. You must choose at least one math class. Some of you may be choosing 2. Foreign language. If you have not started your foreign language classes, your sophomore year is a great time to do that. We are going to be offering French and Spanish next year. So you have the choice of French 1 or Spanish 1. If you've already taken the first level of your foreign language, please go ahead and choose the second level so that you can finish out that graduation requirement. If you have taken both 1 and 2 in your foreign language, you do not have to choose any class in this category. You can leave it blank. The Honors French 3 and the Honors Spanish 3 is an elective class, and you can take that and it becomes a humanities elective. So it's a great class, elective class to take if you would like to continue your studies in foreign language. Again, you do not have to choose a class in this category if you've already taken the first and second level of your foreign language. Let's move on to science. You need to choose one science. So if you, in your 9th grade year, took physical world concepts, you will want to choose biology. And we have a standard biology and we have an honors biology. If you are taking biology in your 9th grade year, then you need to choose AP chemistry or honors physics. Let's move on to social studies. In the 10th grade year, you are not required to have a social studies credit. If you did not get to take world history as a freshman, then you can choose the world history choice right here. If you selected the combo class in the English section, the AP European History and the English 2 honors, you need to be sure and check it here as well. You may leave this section blank if you do not need a social studies class. If you passed world history in the 9th grade, you do not need to take it again. So you may leave this one blank if you don't want to take either one of these classes. Now let's talk about the other requirements. As a freshman, I hope that you took wellness or ROTC. If you took that as a freshman, you do not need to choose the lifetime wellness option. However, since history is not required in your sophomore year, this is where we ask that you take the graduation requirement of personal finance and PE. So every sophomore should check the personal finance PE selection. Now we're going to move on to the electives. We're asking that you choose your electives in order of importance. So for your elective first choice, this should be the class that you want the most as an elective. So you will see when you click on the choices, they are listed and they're listed by categories. We have all our humanities listed first. Then we have our fine arts listed. Then we have our office management listed, marketing, human services, culinary arts, audiovisual, and then our PE and preparing for the ACT. These at the bottom do not count towards any category of electives, but you can take them and they will count towards the number of credits to graduate. So what you need to do is pick your most important elective here. I'm going to say that I have not taken a fine art class yet, so I'm going to choose a fine art as my first choice. Then I'm going to scroll through again and decide what class I would like to take next. And notice that it has the prerequisites listed beside it. So as a freshman, if I took computer applications, then I can take advanced computer applications. And I'm going to continue in this manner, choosing my top 5 electives in order of importance. Once you have chosen your elective classes, there's a place right here for you to write about any concerns that you may have. If there was not a class listed on here that you think should be, or if there's a question that you might have about the courses you've selected, you can put any comment right here so we can see that. Then there's a place for you to type your name as the student, and then there's a place for your parent to type their name. So we want you to fill it out with your parent so that they have an opportunity to see what classes you have taken. Then you will click submit, and we will get your responses and be able to design your schedule exactly the way you would like it. Thanks so much.